Oh, you're having a laugh. Should let Walter taste it first. But I want to taste it. And as you can tell by the setup, the midges are back. This is it. My first solo wild camp. How do I feel about it? I'm a little bit nervous, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I'm obviously going to get moved on because of where I've gone. It's a quiet spot in Yorkshire Dales, but being on your own, middle of nowhere, so I've got about an hour's walk to camp. I am with Walter, but he's not much of a conversationist, and if all happens he's a big softie. So yes, this is it. First solo. Weather's not brilliant, but you can't always work around the weather. So I'll get a bit further up into the walk. So come along with me. Let's go for an adventure. Don't make those openings very wide, do they? Especially if you've got a backpack on your back. So in previous videos that I've done, I've never shown any cooking because the weather has just always been atrocious. Too windy to set up a stove, too wet. So tonight, fingers crossed, I'll actually do a bit of proper cooking and not just eat snacks. You needed a bath. I bust in for a pee. So as I was peeing, Walter ran straight through it. Golden shower. Go on then. That was hard. It wasn't much of a climb, but I'm going to put everything about wild camping and hiking. I've been injured for 3 months, so I've not really done much walking. But that was tough for that. You need some sort of level of fitness, 100%. Don't just go out here thinking that you can have a leisurely roll. I mean, there might be some places you can do that, but you know, this isn't even in mountains like Lake District and Wales, and yeah, it's tough. I'm gonna stand here for a couple of minutes and catch my breath. That's the hard bit out where it's like a small dirt track, really slippy, quite muddy, and it's up and it's down, climbing over tree stumps, ducking under tree branches. Yeah, but there's a nice cool breeze now. That is the hard bit out of the way. Definitely need to get fitter, but, you know, one step at a time. No, don't splash me. Caught my breath a bit now. So if anybody that's interested, that's new to wild camping, I'm new. I've only done 3 camps with my brother, my friend called Josh. Let's get over this. I am overly packed, just the usual, and I measured it before I left. Not measured it, weighed it before I left, and it was just under 15 kg. So I think previous packs have been heavier, but I have got Walter's food, a bit more water, but just under 15 kg. Is that good? Is that too heavy? Like I say, it is budget gear, and I haven't brought it all. So I'm not sure. I mean, it does feel heavy, but I am managing. Are you having fun? Are you having fun? Just stopped to have a drink. About 50 minutes in now. There's a nice cool breeze, as I said. Walter's enjoying himself. Yeah, I'm quite warm, so I'm just having a bit of a breather, cool down a bit. Trying this, I don't know if anyone's seen this. I'm not sponsored by him, I wish I were. Pepsi Blue, it's like electrics. 0 sugar, so I'm having a bit of a sup of that. I have got some water, just needed a bit of a fizzy drink. Yeah, so if you're new to wild camping and you do want to get into it, you know, there is like unofficial rules that you need to follow, because in England, Wales and what have you, it's illegal to wild camp. So it is tolerated in some places. Glasses are steaming up. It is tolerated in some places, but there is guides to follow if you are going to do it. Like Lake Districts, it's tolerated. I think it's 400 metres past the Eiffel Wall, if I've got that right. I'm getting attacked by midges. But if you do want sort of more information on it, there is plenty of guides out there. You know, if you're going to go, do it well away from villages, farms, houses, arrive late, leave early, and of course take your rubbish with you. I've seen far too much stuff on social media recently about people just going to some beautiful locations and just leaving all the shat about. just spoils it for the rest of us. You know, there's people that want to actually do it as an hobby. You know, they'll leave no trace. So if you are going to do it, take your stuff home with you. Everything, and including poo bags. Leave no trace. Check out the guides. You'll find them all on Google. Say no more. Sheep. Get out of my pack. No wonder we're getting caught on them branches down there. Not far now. Come on. Not far. Almost there. Last time I came up here, I think beginning of March, I filmed it, and I actually said if you want to bring your dogs, it's a great walk because there's no livestock, and there wasn't at the time, but you have sheep, they are about, so make sure you've got a good lead and a harness or whatever you use for walking your pups. I mean, I know Walter won't chase them, it just ignores them, he's not interested in them, but I just want to have that bit of security, so I know if he is controlled. He don't bolt, I don't think he would, but you just never know, do you? You never know. Almost there now. Can't wait to get this pack off. I've never drank fresh water before, but I have my filter with me, so I am going to try it out. What do we reckon? Not look too bad, that, does it? Not look too bad at all, that. Just gotta get down off of this little. There we go. Yeah, don't look too bad. Should let Walter taste it first. But I want to taste it. Katadyn BeFree, it's supposed to be one of the best on the market. I'm trying to have a little taste. I am going to boil it, but I just want to taste. Let's have a go. Oh, here we go. I did wash the water filter out and soaked it for a bit, so I don't know if there's a bit of obviously chemical, plasticky taste in there. It don't taste too bad. Walter, do you want a drink? He likes it. Not quite sure. Might be nice in a brew. Well, I'm at Plan B spot. I wanted to camp further down, but the wind was just coming through the valley a little bit too much. And every time I come here, as soon as I get to this spot, it starts raining. Can't believe it. Hopefully it'll just go in the next 20 minutes. I don't think it's forecast for tonight, so I'll be able to cook. Fingers crossed. Look, got a little table. I'll set up and hopefully the rain stops. Just like that, we're up. 10-15 minutes. Still a little bit of rain in air. I'm in a cracking spot. It's just nice. So I just need to get me sleep pad up and my sleeping bag in, and then I'm going to feed Walter, because he's just chilling out there all nice. Hey mate. Yeah. He's a good boy. Yes he is. Right. I'm gonna get sorted. Oh, the rain has stopped finally. So I've set up all my bits, sleep pads up, sleeping bags in. Now I have done a full breakdown of all my gear on a previous video, so if you do want to check that out, I think it's a couple of videos down. It shows all gear that I've got, and then there's another video that shows my sleep pad, my sleeping bag, and explain prices and everything in that. So I'm going to feed Walter, and then I'm going to have some food myself. It's 6:15, so it is a little bit earlier to set up, but I'm a good hour and 20 minutes walking, and I'm not going to see anybody. I haven't seen anybody. So I'm going to feed Walter, and then I'm going to cook some food myself. Good boy, Spin. Walter, don't show me up. Walter, sit. Walter, Spin. Sit. Down. Up. Off. Good boy. Well, it's started to rain again. Only drizzling at the minute. Not heavy. I'm sure it'll pass. Because we want to cook some food, don't we, matey? Yeah? We want to cook some food. Yes, we do. But do you know what? I'm enjoying myself. I really am enjoying myself. I'm just laid on my sleeping pad, just relaxing, chilling out, having a bit of a read. I have got a good book recommendation actually. I'm currently reading a book by it's an English author called David Moody. You'd be only really into this book if you sort of like end of the world type books. It's set in England and it's called Autumn. See, what are you licking? It's supposed to be PG friendly, this. Yeah, it's a Tuesday morning and everyone's going about the business, going to work, taking the kids to school, and suddenly everybody starts choking, can't breathe. They all start dropping dead. Obviously everything just comes to a standstill, smashes up motorway, people dropping dead in the street, just suddenly everything comes to a stop. Everybody, other than a couple of people, just drop down dead. The book focuses on like 3 survivors that meet. Everything, and this is the thing I love about this book, everything just, it's eerie, silent. The world has just, the world has just gone silent. It's quiet, there's not a sound, and they just don't know what to do with themselves. They're just obviously waiting for someone to come and rescue them, and they don't. And I don't want to spoil too much. 2 or 3 days later, after everybody's dropped dead, because we're in England, there's no guns, the dead don't start trying to bite. Well, I'm not saying they don't attack, but they don't bite. And these 3 survivors are just trying to look for a place of, solitude and away from the city, because you can imagine everybody just dropping dead in a city and then a couple of days later just getting up and just wandering around. And obviously they've been dead 3 days. They could have been in accidents, they could have been burnt in a car crash. It's just really eerie. And I know if you don't read when you come camping, I know a lot of people do, because I did a poll. Check it out, it's called Autumn. You can get it on Amazon Kindle. It is like a Living Dead type book. I don't want to say zombie because it's the word zombie is not mentioned, and it's just focuses on these three survivors just trying to live out their life. Well, yeah, just trying to live, or trying to have a future, you know, in this world of dead. And things change as the days go on, and the dead start reacting to sound and what have you. Just like I say, if you're into books, you know, and I'm not going to be reviewing books, it's just what I'm reading at the minute, you know. I can't speak about how beautiful the countryside is every 2 minutes on video, so because I mean it is, and I can just hear water, and I'm looking out at hills, which I'll show you once the drizzle stopped. Yeah, check it out, called Autumn by David Moody. It's a really good, but there's actually quite a lot of them. He's done a really sort of long story, you know, he breaks it up. Autumn, and then there's Autumn the City, and he actually finished them a couple of years ago, and then he started writing sequels to them, but not focusing on survivors, you know. He was focusing on some different survivors. And I mean, I actually had a first edition of Autumn in paperback. My brother-in-law took it to Afghanistan. He was a soldier. My brother-in-law took it to Afghanistan, and he lost it and left it out there. And I was checking on eBay to try to buy it again because I had the full series on paperback, and it were worth 80 quid at the time. 80 quid, the first edition of Autumn. Anyway, sorry for waffling on. It's raining heavily. 7:20. 7:20 and it's peeing it down. I haven't cooked any food yet because it has just been drizzling, and now it's coming down a little bit heavier. Please, I hope it stops. And there's Jimmy Spinners trying to get into the tent. My missus will be freaking out. Well, still not cooked any food. I'm hoping this rain stops, but I'm not confident. So, I actually bought some beef jerky. Now, I've never had it before. What's it called? Jack Link's beef jerky, sweet and hot. It's really nice. It's really nice. I am hoping to have some belly pork and noodles. You see, it's I could try to cook inside tent, but when you've got this big boy in with you, it's a bit difficult to manoeuvre, and I can't sit cross-legged. I'll just cramp up. But I'm relaxed, I'm warm, and it is what it is. Still raining. You see that? 7:45 now. 7:45. Am I going to get out to eat tonight? I've had that beef jerky. Walter's asleep. Yeah, it's stopped raining. Well, little spits. Still haven't had out to eat. But this is our camping spot. What do you think? It's lovely, isn't it? Just thought I'd show you around, and then I think I'm going to put some food on. You can have a little bit of a wander around here. The sky looks right yellow. Not sure if that's picking it up out there. Oh, midges, hang on a minute. I just went back and put some smidge on. Don't know how good it'll be. Never used it before. The time it took me to go back to tent Come back out. Start spitting again. Oh yes. Do you know what? I just seen a midge just come near me and just go boo. Oh, look at this. So as I was saying, yeah, there's a little bit to explore around here. Not sure if you can see, I'm hoping you can see. I've put a bandana around my ears so they don't go on my ears. Yeah, look at this, look, it's absolutely stunning, the history around this place. Look at these as well up here. What do you think these are? Well, you can see them. Four of them. Not sure I can still feel midges around me. Not sure if you can see right in the distance there. Does look like there's a bit of sun on the hills. Right down at distance. About there, if you can see it. Some really old ruins around here. Apologies for the light. What time is it? 8:10. Look at that there, can you see that? There. I'm going to go back to 10. Smidge does not work, I'm telling you now. I blathered myself in it, I came back and blathered myself in it, and it didn't work. I was attacked. I had them all in my tent. I've probably still got some in here now. I don't think I'm not sure if I've been bit. I've never been bit by a midge. But it started raining again. I've not cooked anything. Like I say, I have still got some snacks to eat. I mean, I'm not hungry. Thankfully, I'm not hungry at all. I've got a couple of flapjacks. I've got some jammy wagon wheels. Loads of sweets. I've had that full pack of beef jerky, so I'm not hungry, but I just really wanted to cook. But honestly, the midges, guys, they were absolutely horrendous. Couldn't cope with them. I think I literally think, no, there's still some in here. I can see them flying around light. Yep, it don't work. It does not work. Smidge does not work. Don't get it. Waste of time. If you're wild camping and the weather's bad or you're attacked by midges, you need to really prepare for those circumstances, because you don't want to go hungry. I mean, I've got plenty of snacks. I've got sweets, flapjacks. I've had a full packet of beef jerky, so I'm not hungry, but I just really wanted to cook like a full meal. Belly pork, noodles. But out there is midge L. There's a couple still in here. It's taken me 20 minutes. They all fly round light and just nightmare. It's the first time I've come across midges. I think Walter were even affected by them because he were rubbing his nose and his face. So I just had to come back in tent. Yeah, I can see a couple on his fur. Not many, but I can see some. So I'm just going to read my Kindle. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. We'll say good night now. What time are we on? I mean, it's only 10 to 9. The midges out there, they're horrendous. So I'm just going to read my book and just chill out. I'm happy enough. I'm moaning about it, but I'm happy enough. I am happy enough. It's, apart from midges and rain, there's no wind, it's a still night. I can hear river, I'm warm, I'm dry. But these are the realities. These are realities of wild camping, and I'm not sure if, you know, people put the realities of wild camping on YouTube. Maybe they do. I have seen videos of attacked by midges and what have you, but you know, if you want to eat,
and there's midges about, you're not going to eat. You're not going to eat. 100% you're not going to eat unless you build a fire, but you know, you can't build fires. It's part of the rule. And as soon as I open that door, if we're going to cook in vestibule, if I open that door, they're straight in. Midges are straight in, and they're absolutely, they're in the millions out there. They're in the millions. So I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to but I think we're clear. The midges in tent now. If anything happens during the night, I won't be bringing you back. I won't be turning this on. I'll be up and down the hills in my sleeping bag, and Walter will be following me. They definitely won't be turning anything on if it happens during night. I don't understand that. If it happens during night, I'll bring you back. Yeah, bring you back. No, I'll be out of here. I'll leave everything here and come back for it later. I'll go sleep in car. Right, I'm going to say goodnight. I've waffled on far too long. I'll say goodnight, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It is morning time, guys. The rain has stopped. The midges have gone. Walter is already having a swim. So how did I sleep? I hear you ask. Wonderful. I think I fell asleep about 10 o'clock. But it was a still night, doing a little bit of rain, but just light drizzle. But yeah, slept so comfortable, slept really well. I'm going to have a quick brew, and I am going to have something to eat. I have brought one of those all day breakfasts because I am a little bit peckish. And then I'm going to head back down. But the midges last night were an absolute nightmare. They were all in my tent, feeling my ears, up my nose. Oh, you're having a laugh. The pot of water fell off my stove. Oh dear. Water to warm my breakfast though. So the plan was to have some breakfast. It's 7:15, and as you can tell by the setup, the midges are back. There's just too many of them. They're in my ears. You won't be able to see them on camera. It's on my coat. You can see them all over my coat already. So I'm just gonna pack up and head back down. But do you know what? I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed the first solo camp. It's been really good. It has been good, apart from midges, apart from rain. Don't trust weather apps, because it was supposed to stop raining at 5 o'clock last night, and it just peed it down most at night. But I have really enjoyed it. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it. It's good. Anybody that's thinking about doing it, just do it. I've loved it. I really have. Like I say, apart from midges, but you're out in wild. You're out outdoors. It's just one of those things that you have to deal with. But yeah, I'm going to get packed up and I'm going to head back down. I can feel them. I can feel all the midges. But there's not a breath of wind. Right. I'll try to bring you back a little bit later on when I'm down. But yeah, I'm going to get packed up because I can't deal with these midges. There's too many of them. Midgety, anyone? That's it, guys. Can't see it, I've got my glasses on. Nearly 7:30. I'm all packed up. I'm ready to go get out of these midges because they're driving me nuts. I'll speak to you when we're a little bit further down. The midges have gone. That's the first time I've ever experienced midges. It probably won't be the last. Horrendous. Honestly, they must have come down from Scotland. Never seen them like it. What 3 things would I take away from my first wild camp?
Not my first wild camp, my first solo wild camp. What 3 things? Don't trust the weather apps. Go on, Walter. According to my app yesterday, it was supposed to rain until 5 o'clock and then stop, and then that were it. And it was supposed to be windy. 38 mile an hour to 40 mile an hour gusts. There were no wind, but there were rain and midges. Second, take some extra to eat, because if you can't cook because of the weather, wind, rain, and you can't cook in your vestibule, yeah, just take some extra to cook, because I've only had a little bit to eat. But I'm not far from car, so I'll get some when we're on the drive back home. Third, enjoy yourself. Don't be nervous. There's really not to be nervous about. I was a bit anxious all day yesterday until I set off and got there. I enjoyed putting the tent up. I had a really sort of good night's sleep. This way, Walter. Walter, this way. Go on, good boy. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Take in everything. Learn from the experience. And also know that smidge, the spray-on midge repellent, doesn't work for shat. And on that note, I'm going to leave you here, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.